American Express has made its transition. They want big spenders.
This is a process, but there's a game to this.
So going after these cards because you think it's a flex
Yeah.
is a big, big mistake.
That is who they want. They want whales. They want big spenders. They want people who are going to swipe for everything and run up commas on their cards. And they're making no apologies about it.
If you put anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000, just know that your chances of approval with Amex are going to be higher.
But what happened with Amex lately has been that they've been shutting down customers' accounts because they've seen unusual or suspicious activity. It's if you're here in the States and you're buying a lot in a certain given month. Let's say your average spend across your accounts is $500 or $600 a month. And now you're spending 10, 15, 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next month it goes back to, just a couple of hundred.
Yeah.
They're wondering where that spend is going and why is it that it's going in these big buckets of money. So that's the things that people are doing these things. And Amex is noticing that it's going on too much. To me, this is one of the biggest mistakes is when you chase applying for cards just because you heard that this was good or your friend has it and whatever. Everybody's situation is different.
That's right.
And every benefit on every card is made for different people. It's not always going to benefit you. So what works for your friend and those credits may not work for you.
I feel like 2026 should be definitely a rebuilding stage. And what I mean by that is like more so of let's not spend more, let's just invest more. Two different, statements.
It falls into the behavior where when abundance exists, an abundance of space, we tend to fill it. If you've ever seen hoarders or most people, you'll find that most people simply overspend or they overconsume or they overcollect because they have the space to accommodate it.
For example, if you don't travel, why do you have a travel card? If you don't fly at least 2 to 3 times a year and take advantage of a lounge at the airport, why pay $6.95 or $7.95 and soon to be $8.95 for a card that you're never going to utilize those benefits?
Right? Ain't no need to buy the flashy stuff. And when it comes to that, I'm really adamant about that because who are you going to impress, right? You're going to impress people that really don't like you.
Wow.
So I would say get the card that matches your lifestyle. If you have a family that you have to do a lot of supermarket spend, get a saver card where you're going to get a good multiplier on supermarkets.
Right? Because that's you're just trying to flex on that level, but flex with an investment, flex with a stock, portfolio, flex with your first income, investment property or something like that. That's a bigger flex.
This is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Guys, interest rates are a thing. FICO scores, and the king of FICO scores is right there on your screen. Right? He is the master. Here's the problem, guys.
If you're serious about increasing your credit score, qualifying for homeownership, or lowering your car payment, check out my private credit community where people like you are actually seeing results and fast. Scan the QR code right here on your screen or click the link in the description below to learn more.
You can get a card approved, and what they don't tell you is even within the same ecosystem. So you could have 2 or 3 Chase cards, and each card has a different interest rate applied to it. Because depending on the type of card, if it's a Chase Bank card like the Freedom Flex or Unlimited, or a co-branded card like the Hyatt or the United cards, those interest rates are going to vary. So they can go as high still right now. It was over 30% 6 months ago, but it's about 29% right now. Bro, that's gangster money. That's gangster interest. So here's what I tell people. If it's business and there's a mistake on business, then they can, deal with shutting down the business side until you straighten it out. But at least your personal side is not getting hit. Let me tell you, you don't want to lose $20, $30, $40, $50,000 worth of a credit line on your personal side, because then your utilization rate goes up and your credit score, as you know better than anybody else, the king of FICO over there, that's going to tank because you just lost $50,000 worth of a credit line.
Absolutely.
because of something that you just were missing.
Save for American Express, which is unique in this, and this is another reason why they want whales. Like American Express has what's called a closed loop system. So they make money on both sides of the coin. Every time you swipe your card, they've made their money already, period. So they got that swipe fee from the merchant, the 3% that it took for you to purchase that stick of bubble gum or that whole basket of groceries. It doesn't matter. They always get their money up front. So they actually can be more forgiving with shutdowns and have more of an audit structure. Now,
And if you're not careful and you still roll over, things happen in life. And I get it. And I tell people, you're going to see people on YouTube are going to say, I never carry a balance over and I pay everything. Everything's at zero. Okay. Real life is going to dictate your AC is going to go out. Your plumbing's going to back up. Your kid got hurt. God bless them. Whatever, something happened to the car, you have to use your card and you can't pay it off in full, right? So you want to make sure that you're using a card either that has no interest for 15 months, 12 months. If that's one of your new cards that you're going to get, always try to have one like that in your pocket. Or if you have to carry a huge balance, get a card that you could transfer the balance to at 0% for 15 months, 18 months, some of them even 24 months right now. Okay. Because the bottom line, guys, is your FICO score is going to take a hit. If you take your cap to the max, if your utilization rate is above 30%, they don't want to look at you. You're going to pay more for insurance policies. You're going to pay more for any other loans you're going to get out there.
That's right.
If you got a car note you want to try to do, you're going to take a beating. So you need to understand that they go hand in hand. That interest rate and your FICO score are married to one another, no matter what anybody tells you.
Know where your advice is coming from, right? People are not genuine as you think. That's a big aha that you guys should wake up in 2026, right? Like I feel like everyone's got an agenda. However, only rock with those that rock with you.
Listen, guys, because sometimes I see in the comments, it's like, well, what bank should I be with? And it's like, listen, no bank is perfect, but you need to know what's going on.
Okay. And what I would tell people when they ask me that,
if you're serious about increasing your credit score, qualifying for homeownership, or lowering your car payment, check out my private credit community where people like you are actually seeing results and fast. Scan the QR code right here on your screen or click the link in the description below to learn more. Yeah.
If you have a good credit union near you, a local credit union or a local bank that will do your day-to-day banking, have that relationship. Like I said, growing up in New York, I had a lot of options. And Citibank was always there for me and readily available. So 45 years later, I still have Citibank. But make sure you have that good banking relationship no matter what. And I always tell people, apply for any other line of credit, whether it be an auto loan, a mortgage or whatever, or a credit card with the institution that you already have in place, because you're more likely to get it accepted and approved than just by going willy-nilly into a bank and saying, hey, I want to buy this house and can you do it for me? They may not, because you don't have a history with them.
Right. I know we're human. We can drop the ball here and there, right? Because we're human, but make it up. Don't dodge it. Face it face on. Same thing like credit. Don't feel like, oh, you know what, I owe that bank 200. I'm gonna just skip them, and that's how you end up in check systems and early warnings, and then you wonder why you can't open an account with Navy Fed.
One of my favorite things to do is make it a family affair. I live in Florida and property taxes are due every November. So I have people who have property in my family who are old school. They write a check, they cut that check, they give it to the city, and that's it. Now, here I come stepping in to provide a service. So, if I simply pay with my credit card, I get a large influx of points, and then they give me the check. Like my mom, shout out to my mom, shout out to my sister, they're property owners, and I pay their taxes. And of course, I will cover the credit card fee. Also with my friends, I go out to eat. You guys got cash? I'll pick up the tab. You have to be creative in this.
So the plan is, if you see you have a high annual fee card, try to see if there's another card either in that same ecosystem, so Amex or Chase or Citi or Wells, and see if that other card can give you better value at a lower price point.
And then also, Find out things that you can replace cash payments with credit card payments. Because I tell people this all the time, spend credit card money because it has protections that cash does not. I understand cash is king. You can't eat a credit card point, but trust me, if you can use credit cards, there are protections if there's any fraudulent activity that your cash is not shielded from, even if you're using a debit card.
Make sure at the very least you're getting the 1 cent per point. A lot of card issuers, Amex is one, I believe it's at 6 cents per point. So that's terrible. If you have 100,000 points, they're only going to give you $600.
Yeah.
You want always your minimum to be 1 cent per point. That is like the baseline. The golden rule is if you can get 1.5, that's better. 2 points, people start throwing parties, and 3 points, you're a rock star.
At the end of the day, they're trying to make money, but we have to make sure that we're positioned not to fall, for the traps that they set, for sure.